Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you watch this video, okay. If you don't, just scroll on if you don't want to watch it. I just don't really care. Because to me, um, if you watch it or not, it's up to your own, it's up to you. So, now, let's get on with the what if. This is what if Deku was transported into the Naruto world. So, let's get this going. So we start this off just about uh yeah, this. So we see Midoriya going towards Nemu. So no, forget it. So we see this at the Eye Island. So All Might Midoriya is fighting against Mental Bendy guy. And I know this take place right after, no, right before the fort. Yeah, this I think this take. No, hold up, forget it. Not against Bendy guy. I mean, not against that guy. This takes place on that one island with nine. So Bakugo and Midoriya both are fighting against nine, both using 100% of one for all. Midoriya using infinite 100. While Bakugo just using, I think, just pure 100. No, I think they were both using infinite full counting 100% because they both look the same. They both had the same fire in their eyes. So, like in canon, they both fucking looking like gods. If I can't descript it on my own, but I think it's called My Hero. I think the movie is called MHA Two Heroes Rising. I think that's it. I think that's the movie. I gotta recheck later. I'm gonna watch it later. But it was entertaining. Like you can see. So Midoriya tries to transfer to Bakugo, but it don't work. But if y'all watch the movie, y'all can see what these two did to Nine. It was just nice. It was really nice. So I'm gonna skip that part. So after the fight with Nine decides to get a last stick. God, I just butcher that? Nine decides to get a last ditch effort, and so he summoned his dragon while he was going down, and everyone can see this. The people that seen it before can see it. So they see the dragon chomp down Midoriya, but in that moment, the Sage of Six Paths pops up, and Deku, cause he's out of energy. He can't use his quirk no more. I mean, he can still use one for all, but he's too far. He's out of stamina. So the Sage of Six Paths pops up, right? Midoriya sees this. He said, "This, who are you?" I am the Sage of Six Paths, known as Hagoromo, my child. And you can't die here. Well, I mean, you can leave this world in the hands of that Bakugo fella, you call him. It seems that, I mean, I gave him, well, I completed transfer one for all to him. And Midoriya just looked down, and was like, oh, I don't have one. No. You still have one for all. But Bakugo had the version that is in his world. So Midoriya looks at him like, wait, in my old world, yes, you have a new version of One for All. Well, I managed to salvage from it. You have a different version. This version is still the same. It's still the same. You have to willingly transfer it, but at the cost of your own life. So once you transfer it to the person that you want to transfer it to, it will cost you your life, Izuku Midoriya. But you will not have it instantly. You will be born with no chakra, but someone will give it to you. But you have to be proven worthy of having it before the person meets you. He asks, "Who's this person?" You will know, cause there's only there's only three of them in the village that says the flame of youth. So Midoriya kind of went. So Midoriya's like, okay, but how do I know you don't meet him? I'm gonna send you somewhere else. But you're gonna be powerful, but you're gonna have the same physical strength that you have here. Like, no, I'm gonna scratch that. He said, I'm gonna send you somewhere that is not with them. So when you meet them, you will already have training from other teachers that you find along the way. You may even encounter some girls that you may want to equip on your little expedition harem. If you want to. So, my lawyer said, okay. So, yeah, and also, the people in this world, you know how you fought against that 9 guy and you're 100% and you still couldn't take him on alone? Lawyer nods. Imagine him as the weakest person in that world. Midoriya's eyes widen in shock, like, the weakest? Yes. So, you're gonna always have the base strength of 100% full count infinity that you call it in your world. And imagine everybody at the same power of that, but stronger. His eyes widen in shock. Like, in horror as well. Because the weakest person is that weak. How strong is the other person? Strong enough to destroy the planet 5 times over. I mean, strong enough to destroy the planet. Midoriya's like, okay. So he gets sent to the Naruto world after all his questions were answered. He shows up. Um, hmm. He shows up in the mist. So he's just looking around in the mist, like, find teachers. Okay. So yeah, so he's in the mist, and wait, no, no. I'm changing that. He shows up right um after the 9th attack. So a random baby pops up in front of Minato Kishina. So, and also Hiruzen's there. So Hiruzen just looking down like, where does the baby come from? They don't know what they say. So what they do is, even though they were reluctant to think about this, they do still have to cube into Midoriya and into Naruto. And Naruto, I mean, no, Midoriya, he wakes up like he have a mental fortitude of a 15 to 16-year-old that been through countless battles. And while Naruto's still asleep, Midoriya just wake up, look around, like, just look at his surroundings, just like he immediately self-aware. They think it's a Naruto's influence, but they see, like, when they look at Midoriya's eyes, they see that it's just normal Azuru green eyes, but I mean, it's not as bright as it was once. But his eyes are still as bright as it can, as like super bright, showing care and passion. But like, even though his eyes are darker, his eyes still show the same amount of caring and love that he would through any other person. So Jiraiya shows up, tells about the Child Prophecy. I mean, even though he did in the canon, he said we might well leave this an S rank secret and make sure nobody knows that there are two Jinchurikis among the Leaf. And Midori is listening to this, and Minato Kishina gives their last wish for Naruto, and also Minato steals some of his essence and some of his power also inside of Naruto. Into like not only Naruto but also Midoriya got Kishina and some of Minato Kishina's chakra inside of him just in case also. So both Kurama's like another jailer. Damn it. But one is a lot more cooperative, and that's the one Midoriya have. So yeah. So we time skip about the age of 4. And also Midoriya experienced growing up with parents and growing up without parents. And being hated, but he pushed through it because he already been through all this once, so it's like it doesn't really phase him. And Genjutsu don't really phase Midoriya at all, so, and he's immune to like he is immune to damn near all Genjutsus. What I mean damn near all Genjutsu he is immune to. So Naruto and Midoriya they go to the Hokage house Hokage monument, and Naruto asks Midoriya what is his dream. Midoriya says to help out those who are in need, no matter the cost. And Naruto said, "Well, my dream is like yours, but also kind of different because I want to become the Hokage to be acknowledged." And Midoriya and Deku, from that day on, they said, "Yes, accomplish our goals." They said, "Let's accomplish. Yes, let's go with our wishes and 6%. Goddamn. Let's go to our wishes and yeah, we see what the road lies ahead of us." So on with that. So Naruto and Midoriya, they say, "Yeah, let's accomplish our goals and become the strongest ninjas the world have ever seen." So from that day on, Naruto and Deku started training, and they became powerful ninjas in their own right. Like even even though people still try to bully them too, because word got out that Deku and Naruto is the nine-tailed Jinchuriki. So when Ikazuki heard there are two Jinchuriki instead of one Jinchuriki, they was overjoyed because the Ikazuki was like, "How the fuck?" You know what? Well, if you fail to capture one, you can always capture the other. That what Pain said. So they it's like, yeah, yeah, you could, yeah, you got it, yeah, 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 okay, okay, just agreeing because they they acting like they acting like they thought of that plan, but uh, they didn't have to think of it, so yeah. So they started training and became grown shinobis in their own right. So now that they trained when they was younger, Naruto and also from Deku and Naruto, because even though Deku didn't like taking, he had to take what he needed to survive. So Naruto and Deku broke into the library, stole his fruit scrolls and chakra control and chakra nature shit, and started looking at it. I'll be back. So yeah. So now now Midoriya and Deku breaks into the library, takes a couple of scrolls on chakra control, chakra nature, also with the occasional um tree walking and water walking scroll that they took out, with also a technique called wind style, lightning style, water, and also water style. So they just took the scrolls and just when the people found them, they ran. And Midoriya said, also Midoriya's personality kind of changed a little bit in this because of what's happening. He don't say sorry, but like he's still the same Midoriya who wants to help people that's in need. But sometimes he just knows that sometimes killing can be also a mercy, but also a also just now. So now I don't know why I was talking so. I don't know why I was talking so far away from my mic. Sorry. So now Midoriya and Izuku, now Izuku and Naruto, they are just in a random training field that Naruto likes to go to. That he went to in his past and always trained. And it's the same spot as he was training in canon, so there's nothing different. So now Midoriya, he and Midoriya and Naruto are sparring, and I'm gonna explain this. I'm gonna explain this. Since Deku and Naruto are both main characters, they both have a high chakra pool. But Midoriya, his chakra pool is like um a like his imagine Naruto chakra pool at the start, but cut in half. And cut in half, but like cut in half because it's more dense, compressed, and more of a like instead of a liquid, like think of it as a like think of Midoriya's chakra pool as a solid that is being broken down and converted into a like thick paste of syrup, and think of Naruto's as a waterfall that just pours and hard to control. And and like you can see the difference. Like Midoriya is thick and but still flows. While Naruto is while Naruto's his is watery but flows a lot faster and a lot uh more rapid. While Midoriya's is more controlled. Um, Now, and when Naruto tested out his elements, he noticed that he got water and wind, and Midoriya is water and lightning. So he's like, huh. So they both just look at each other. Cool, we both got wind. So they both just like, let's make our own jutsus. And Naruto's like, I'm not good at hidden signs. And so Midoriya's like, don't worry, you don't have to be good. It's our own jutsus that we're creating. So we will know the hand signs without having to learn it from anybody else. And Naruto's like, oh, you're right. So, yeah. They create their own jutsu. Some of them, I'm just gonna take like two from the actual canon. Wind style great breakthrough, and wind style um uh wind slash or wind severing slash. I forgot what they call it. And the others are just made up ones that Midora and Naruto made with hand signs. I'm just gonna call it out later when they are in tunings and yeah. and when I say not tuning it down, when they get their team, like their taijutsu is like good, but there's still flaws in their taijutsu stance. Midoriya, he got a combination of shoe and fist style, but still good. Um, Now Midoriya and Naruto, they are in academy now, and Naruto, he's not smart, but it's like he's not smart, but he still is. But Midoriya, but like even though he's not smart, he's still not dumb as like he's still not as dumb as he was in canon. Because Midoriya actually helps him out, even though he says the academy is boring, but Midoriya forces him to come, whether he likes it or not. And yeah, so now, so now that they in academy and everything goes the same. Naruto versus Sasuke, it's a draw, and Sasuke refused. And this is before the Clan Massacre. So Sasuke accepts the draw with Naruto. So now it's like Naruto. So now it's like Midoriya versus Midoriya versus I don't know Kiba. Midoriya wins easily because Kiba, even though he got his clan taijutsu, Midoriya, he's more nimble and agile on his feet from all the battles and years and all the battles that he had in his old world. So he can, yeah. So so we so all the events go the same, and uh yeah. So now it's the graduation exams. So it's and Sasuke is in his emo phase, and he refused to accept a duel from a draw from Naruto now. But instead of fighting Naruto, he has to fight Midoriya. So he's like, look at the nerd. He's just, this damn nerd. Because legit, Midoriya, he been rookie of the year almost every year. Sometimes he just like don't want to be rookie of the year, so he lets Sasuke become rookie of the year. But Sasuke knows like he's not that year. He wasn't giving it his all, so he don't accept. He don't want to be the rookie of the year if it's not that. So he wants to beat Midoriya, even though like yeah. And you can kind of see Midoriya kind of became a little bit late, like laid back and a little lazy, somewhat lazy, but at the same time not. So so now we so now we get to get to this part. Midoriya, he he just um well Midoriya, he finds Sasuke and Ruka says anything is allowed to well no me no me Mitsuki, he said anything's allowed from clan jutsu to clan taijutsu. You can fight until your opponent is not able to fight or dead. And Sasuke smiles at this because he's thinking, I can beat this man. I can beat him like that. So he's so Mizuki says start. So right away, Sasuke he tries to well right away Sasuke used fire style fireball jutsu. So Midori he uses ram, dog, rat, ram again, and then a rat, and he said his lightning style, great lightning wall. So so immediately, yeah, they know. Hey, I mean, I just made up the jutsu, so it's not canon. So I don't know if it's canon or not because I just made it up off of my head. So yeah. So now Midoriya. After that, some people notice, yo, is Sasuke is not gonna win this because that looks like a high level that looks like a high level um Jitsu right there. And Iruka's like, oh, and and mind you, some and mind you, Hiruzen is there, so you say, oh my, that that is gonna be troublesome. So it then after the lightning wall goes down, Naruto, oh no, after everybody got out of the shock, Midori said, wind style, great turn, wind style, great tornado jutsu. So he takes a deep and deep breath of air and blow it out, and a tornado evolves engulfs around Sasuke. And Midori just got this bright idea. Why don't I combine wind and lightning together, making kind of like a storm release, but just wind and lightning with no water added. Hold up. So never mind. So wind and lightning is together, and Sasuke is in the middle of it. So Naruto uses swift release. No, not Naruto. Deku uses swift release. By combining wind and lightning together, he's able to use swift. So he flashes out in a green blur to people amusement, to people shocked because it's like seeing yellow flash but green. Because I'm just gonna tell you, even though Midoriya is not Kushina's mental real child, he took the Sage 65 took both of their blood and put it into Midoriya, making Midoriya their child. Well, not like, but like their child, but like not at the same time. So they still technically his child because they have their blood running through Midoriya. So yeah. So and also Naruto can gain lightning, and also Naruto can gain lightning. So yeah, and and also Midoriya, like Naruto gain lightning, and Midoriya can gain fire. So now that we are at it, but when they gain lightning and so when Midoriya gain fire and when Naruto gain lightning, it'll be during the tuning exam mark. So yeah. So now, Deku, after he swift release to get inside, he and inside the tornado of massive wind and lightning, which is people are seeing this is like a fucking it went from a regular C rank We went from a regular we went from regular B rank Jitsu, what Hiruzen calls it, to A rank Jitsu, to a A. And on top of that, Deku says lightning style, raining lightning bolts. And he pointed straight towards Sasuke, which Sasuke said, So Sasuke got zapped from all angles, and much to the council's displeasure, Sasuke lost. And now Midoriya is with the victory. And on top of that, Midoriya is not tired. So, yeah. Now that is that, Midoriya goes off to wait for his next match. Uh, so now is Naruto versus um Shino. So Naruto thinking of so when the match starts, Shino sent his bug. So Naruto said, "Wind style, great wind style, great great push, pushing all Shino's bugs away, which is killing some, like killing a couple, but not all. And Shino, and we know how much Shino loves his bugs, so he said, "No, I give up." Yeah, he killed some of my bugs. So yeah, so now that that happened, so the match get going on, and now it's Naruto versus Midoriya, and both of them know their techniques by heart because they invented it together. So they just chucked it down to who can last the longest. And my God, it just Jitsu going everywhere. Jitsu's combining with each other, creating other Jitsus that they don't think about. And it was a draw. So, yeah. So the fighting portion is done. So Midoriya and also Naruto, they both get up, and now it's the other. So now it's like the other part of it. So Enrique says, "Okay, substitution." They do the substitution, and so they said, "Now the clone technique." And everybody knows Naruto is trash at the clone technique. So now, um, Naruto does the shadow clone because wait, no, Naruto fails at the clone, and also Midoriya fails at the clone, even though his chakra control is much more better than Naruto's. His clone technique still, yeah, that's a no. I mean, even like he can like just about almost complete the clone jutsu, but still he can't figure out like if he lowers the chakra too much, the clone is just not there. And if you put too much into it, it just blah. So they both failed the clone test. So yeah, it just can't get it. So Mizuki goes to Naruto, tells him this girl's selling at. Naruto goes to tell Midoriya. Midoriya's like, yeah. I don't feel so. So so he goes to Kage, tells Kage, the tells tells Kage, it's there's a secret part of the test. The Kage raised the eyebrow like, hmm. He asks, what is it? Scroll ceiling. It's a secret part of the test, right? No. Huh. How do you know? Mizuki Sensei told Naruto, and Naruto told me. You using check the scroll ceiling? It's gone. Cause Naruto say before. Hold on. I know, even though I know, scroll ceiling is supposed to be secret, cause no one else knows about it. Let's get a couple juices right up here that goes along with our elements. Wait, no, Naruto's not gonna have lightning. Naruto's gonna have earth. Yeah. In the future, Naruto's gonna have earth, not lightning. Yeah. So 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 they say yeah, and they see shadow clone, so they practice shadow clone, and they also write down a couple of couple of jutsus on their own, and yeah. So when they go on, so after that, after that, the Jonings are finding Naruto, and Naruto does the same thing he does in canon, and yeah. This is when I'm going to be ending it off. Right before the team exams. So this is Lost Stone signing out.